Recently, a powerful storm swept through the holy city of Mecca, causing significant upheavals of the faithful gathered the Grand Mosque, where the holy Kaaba is located. The storm, which was accompanied by strong winds and a heavy rain, struck unprecedentedly, taking many pilgrims and residents of the city by surprise. The bad weather, accompanied by gusts of winds of more than 100 km/h, created difficult conditions for those performing of tawaf, the ritual of walking around the Kaaba. Videos circulated on the internet shows scenes of chaos and torrential rain flooded the areas, turning the usually calm courtyard into a scene of swirling water. Many pilgrims dressed in traditional white ihram garb struggled to keep their balance and while travel throughout the mosque open courtyard. Despite the sudden onslaught of rain and wind is one of the worst injuries sank of the parts of quick response to authority. The mosque state-of-the-art drainage system helping to cope with the flood waters, although some areas are temporarily flooded. Emergency services were quickly dispatched to help worshippers provide shelter to ensure that pilgrims continue to all the worst on the bad weather. The Saudi government responsible to minarets of the Grand Mosque had already been monitored by the conditions, issued advisories to residents and visitors ahead of the storm as part of the ongoing efforts to keep pilgrims safe, and the mosque management briefly suspended pilgrims to prevent accidents. Its mosque staff worked quickly to clear the area and restore normal operation. The storm is a rare but not unprecedented event of the region, which is more often associated with the extreme heat than with torrential rain. Nevertheless, the sign of the Kaaba, the center of Islamic faith, standard film at the middle of the storm, resonated deeply in Muslims around the world. Many shared of their thoughts social media reflecting the spiritual symbolism of the Kaaba withstood the storm, while others called the reminder of resilience of the faith in the face of adversity. After the storm, local authorities assured pilgrims that security measures are constantly being improved to cope with such unpredictable events. Meanwhile, the city of Mecca returned to normal. The faithful resumed their pilgrimage despite the focus of nature. The event, despite of complexity, once again emphasizing the unwavering commitment to Muslims around the world to faith and relatedness that circulates. The recent storm in Mecca started a stark reminder of unpredictability of nature, even a place as revered the sacred Grand Mosque, home of the Kaaba. The storm, which brought with it not heavy violent wind but also a spectacular display on the lighting, caused temporary disruption but also demonstrated the resilience and dedication of pilgrims who had come from all over the world to fulfill their religious duty. During the storm, many worshippers helped each other to support and some sought shelters under the mosque arch. Strong gusts of winds, scattered umbrellas and personal belongings, seeking tent stealth. The rain caused a significant decrease in visibility and unusual lively open space around the Kaaba. Despite the difficult conditions, many pilgrims continued to perform their prayers, and video footage captured scenes of worshippers reminded the standpass in the midst of downpour. The authorities of the Grand Mosque have long been prepared for extreme weather events, given the large influx of visitors throughout the year, especially during the Hajj and Umrah pilgrimages. The mosque itself, equipment, the modern infrastructure, including our state-of-art drainage system, designated to quickly drain flood water. During this storm, the system was put to the test, but is largely succeeded to prevent large-scale flooding, ensuring the possibility of a central contact in the mosque. The Saudi General President of Grand Mosque, the partner mosque, also played a key role in mitigating the storm effect. Emergency response team, while the standby, provided assistance to needed to quickly clear water and had accumulated the several sand complex. The cleanup efforts by effective, along with the relatively quick return to normal worship effective after the storm subsided. For many, the storm was not just a natural event; it has deep spiritual significance. The sign of the Kaaba standing tall to at the moment the winter rain spurring around the alternate the Muslim around the world. Social media was flooded with the messages of faith and resilience, and some of this event motive for enduring hardship to remain steadfast of faith despite by the challenge. And the day following the storm, local authority along the religion leaders, ensure worshippers and global Muslim community their safety remained a priority. The large mosque with the received millions of visitors each year equipped to handle such events to consequently plan a ways to ensure the well-being of pilgrims. This storm in a rail is not the first stint on the kind of heat Mecca. The religion also knows the intense that the heat array conditions can associationally experience flash flooding during the rain season. One of a year where Saudi government has invested heavily the infrastructure to protect the city in the holy site of effects of the such event. The latest storm of highlighting the importance of this force, as well as the need the constant vigilance to protect the millions of pilgrims who visit the holy city each year. Despite the temporary disruption, the storm followed the spirit of painful. Many of them experienced great gratitude attitude to quick response, the mosque staff and the resilience of the business itself. The large mosque in the marble floor already dry to courtyard once the game feels the rhythmic flow of the pilgrims performing tawaf is a testament of faith and perseverance. In conclusion, the recent storm in Mecca have been created difficult conditions, but it also emphasizing the immediate that strike Grand Mosque and underwhelming for the pilgrims and relentless the authority to cope with such events. The Kaaba, which led to Key of Islam, remained a powerful symbol of faith and standard frame even during the fiery storm. The storm that recently hit Mecca made a lasting impression on both of those present at the global Muslim community. As one of the holiest sites in Islam, Mecca is visited by millions of pilgrims every year. As a center of worship, has a deep significance of Muslims around the world. The unexpected storm tested not only the physical infrastructure of the Grand Mosque but also the spirit of determination of those present. The storm began with the dark clouds quickly rolling in and a sudden in the flag took many by surprise. At the moment of calm atmosphere of the players and the reflection was repeated the sound of heavy rain and howling wind. The pilgrims, some of whom had traveling long distance and had been prepared for the pilgrimage each year, faced the not-spiral challenges to Hajj and Umrah but not physical tests and endurance. Despite the unfavorable conditions, the pilgrims showed great patience to endure. Many continued to pray, demonstrated their deep devotion and faith. Scene of groups of worshippers holding hands and shaking shoulders under the mosque wide awake, emphasizing the scene of unity in central of the pilgrims. In Islam, shared worship to brotherhood, a key elements of faith in the way woven to evident to peoples supported each during this storm. The Grand Mosque itself, the largest mosque in the world, was carefully designed to accommodate huge number of worshippers to withstand to natural element. Its all minarets to sketching concept were built at the best functionality and beauty in the mind. However, such powerful storms are still rare in Mecca, which are usually characterized by dry and not weather. This particular storm tested the Moscow structure, the strength of resilience, but withstood its case counters. Engineer and architect have long considered the potential of extreme weather conditions when designating the Moscow future. For example, the marble floor and surrounding the Kaaba, they designate the both beautiful and functional, able to withstand not only the heat of desert but also the periodic torrential rain. The Kaaba itself covered with an empathetic back in the Gulf Kirsha, remaining untouched by elements, serving the powerful little reminder of spiral significant Muslim attack. The quick and effective response to Saudi authority and Moscow management and the critical is prevented to ensure on most serious incidents. They preparedness including the deployed detective teams, regulate water level rescue and area, and assist vulnerable pilgrims, brought the situation under rapid control. Significant investments have been made in recent years to improve security measures in around the Grand Mosque, and this event underscored the importance of this ongoing effort. For many, this storm has become a method of the spiritual journey to every pilgrim undertakes. In Islam, life in open view, a view with a test of trial and tribulation amid this stretch fall.